Ladies and gentlemen, live from Tbriz Studios, it's the Adult Baby Show.
Yeah, welcome to the Adult Baby Show. We are your hosts on Tbriz.
I'm B.
And I'm Chick.
And we have a special guest host for the second week in a row.
Can I get a cool nickname to come in with? Like
Chris Maraboli.
Yeah, like
Let's think. He's
Stromboli, Maraboli.
Marabols. No.
No, I don't like any of these.
Yeah,
Chris, well, he asked what your street name was, and you said Chris.
That's my
that was
street
the last
name.
episode.
I'd love to have a street name.
So it's Chris. C Money.
C Money.
C Money.
C Money.
C Money bag.
C Money.
What's up, C Money?
C Money.
C Money bag.
I like that.
So what's up, everybody? If you were listening to last week's episode, you are aware of the fact that B and Chick are, what's the word, banged up?
That's what you've been saying.
I've been saying
That's
you guys
what
are
you've been
banged up.
saying. Yeah.
Chick, you got to move a little bit closer
Oh,
to the middle
sorry.
again to B to get that camera view there. And of course he overdoes it, and he's in B's personal space now.
I don't.
Brandon, why don't you just sit in his lap or something?
We are gonna have to buy a new camera.
I want to see how uncomfortable B is.
I'm not uncomfortable at all.
I got a story about Chick.
Yeah, you are.
He said he got banged up last night, and he pissed off a young child.
Well, I didn't
What's
piss
that all
off the
about?
child last night.
Oh, that didn't happen last night?
What happened was I got banged up last night, and it reminded me of a time only a couple months ago where I pissed off a younger gentleman, and
Like a teenager?
he's 14,
14?
I think 14 or 15. And,
You just piss off everybody.
Yeah.
Well, I did it unintentionally, and I had good intentions. And I know him a long time, since he was a little kid. And I found out about it last night. So apparently when I get fucking high as a giraffe's ass on edibles, I guess I can have no filter, and I upset a young child.
It's crazy.
Do you ever have a filter even when you're not on edibles? I
No,
don't know
but the
that you
kid
have a
always
filter.
loved me, and then after
He tends to have a filter on this.
What did you
podcast.
do?
he's a little short and small for his age. Maybe I might not even be right. I could be completely wrong. He could be totally, average and normal. But I was just saying, oh, you're so, a little skinny. The wind's gonna blow you away, and I was an idiot. And so now I got to talk to him, apologize, and if you're listening, I love you, buddy.
You know what's funny about this is when he first started the story, he said that he had good intentions.
Yeah.
What about telling a kid that he's soft and he's small and skinny and the wind's gonna blow him away? Where are the good intentions in those
I
comments?
was
I'm just
busting his
curious.
chops.
Oh,
It's motivating. It's
Yeah,
motivating.
that's all. I mean, you get
Eat some
balls
protein
broken a
powder,
little bit.
brother.
it's a
I
right.
was just busting his balls,
It's a rite of passage.
Yeah,
gotta
exactly.
bust somebody's
That's
balls.
all I'm saying. Not that I had good intentions by what I said. I didn't have ill intentions when I said it. How about that?
You were
That's
just, but
fair.
you were just teasing.
Yeah, I was
being
just
a
teasing.
ball
I was just being an idiot.
And what did
being a
he
ball
say to
buster.
you?
I didn't even know.
Did
didn't
Did he say anything
much.
back? He didn't say anything?
No. He just smiled. He's a nice kid. He didn't say anything back. He just like smiles and laughs about it. But apparently, he was.
There's drama.
And then you heard later that he hates you.
He hates me basically. They don't like me anymore.
Oh, Uncle
that's
Chick.
fantastic.
Uncle Chick pissed him off.
He was like, the wind is going to blow me away. Yeah, well, why
I
don't you
figured,
just fucking stand in front of me and block it, you
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
you giant wall of
I've
shit.
always been getting fat shamed, so I figure you can't be offended if you're skinny.
Does he make fun of you for being fat? Were you like coming
Yeah,
back
he's
at
a little
him?
kid, but I don't care. I can take things like
what
that.
does he say to you?
I don't remember, but I always get made fun of from. He might not even be the one who says it, but I get made fun of from his brother and sister a lot for being fat.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What do they say?
So you take it
Just
out
call
of
me
the kid.
fat.
It's just that you're
Yeah.
fat. That's it.
Everybody does though.
The big...
All kids call me chubby. They laugh. My godson laughs at my stomach. He says I got a big stomach. It is what it is, bro. I embrace it. I love it.
Kids
Yeah.
are observant.
Exactly. You know what it is? I just, I went a little too far, I guess. And I
So this is your public apology.
Well, that's a public. I gotta talk to him still. I don't know if he listens.
Yeah, this was a few months ago,
Yeah.
and now you have to apologize a few
I
months
just
later.
found out yesterday.
And he's been holding his grudge for months now?
I
and
don't
you
know
didn't
if
even
he probably hasn't even thought about it again, but I just found out about it, so I got to talk to him now. So now
What-
I have to wait till I see him and I give an apology.
What are you going to say?
Interesting.
No, I'm gonna apologize.
What was that? You going to breathe into the mic like,
No,
like
I
always? You're gonna-
I'll apologize. I'm gonna tell him I'm sorry for upsetting him.
Yeah, what would you say? Like, how would the apology go?
Practice the apology.
I'm
I'm
not
just.
gonna practice the apology now.
Why not?
talk about
All right.
Oh, here he goes. We're getting
how
him.
many
I don't know why.
edibles
He's
did you
shutting
take
down,
now?
B. Let's move on.
Down.
Let's move on. We don't want this to happen again. We don't want to. Don't push him. Don't push him too much. He can listen. He can break a 15-year-old's balls, but when we try to break his balls, this is what
No,
happens.
you're not
This is what
breaking my
happens.
ball. I didn't fucking figure it out yet. I wing it.
Listen, we're 35. All right.
Yep.
Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
Oh God.
All right. Well, that's funny. Anybody else ever do that? Anybody else ever piss off a little kid?
Not
He's
that I
not
can
the
think
first.
of. No.
Not that I know of.
Yeah, because we're all decent human beings. That's why.
No, it's not. It's because I have good relationships, and when you have good relationships and you play around with them a lot, every once in a while,
You're playing around with 15-year-olds?
No, I got a lot of
Hey,
little
listen.
nephews and cousins and
Check.
friends with babies. No, I'm not.
I'm
Whatever.
just teasing you now.
I know.
That's just bull busting. You don't have to. You don't
No,
have
I'm
to
just
defend
saying,
Hey, man, we're
yourself.
just busting your balls.
just
No,
busting
I'm
your
saying
balls.
he's
either.
the first
busting your
one.
balls.
I'm probably pissed off. Probably won't be the last.
Listen, chick. I'm sorry for busting your balls. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. You see? You see? That's how easy it is. That's how it's done.
That is how it's done.
By the way, Chick is so stoned right now. He's foaming at the mouth.
Yeah.
What is that?
I noticed that
What
too.
is
Why
that?
don't you say
You
something?
look like a
I don't know.
rabid.
I
I just
felt-
figured that amount of foam. I figured you would have felt it by now.
Yeah.
You're like really
barely
thirsty.
feel
You
my
want to
face.
drink a
There was
water or
like
something.
film around your lips.
It's because I got cotton mouth, bro. What the fuck? Say
It's
something. Warn
developing
me.
actual cotton around your mouth.
Oh wait, you guys are waiting for me to say something? I thought
Come
somebody
on.
else would say something.
Defend yourself, God damn
This
it!
is a retarded comment. Making cotton around your mouth.
All right.
Well,
Well,
we're both in bad shape.
yeah, you are. B, you're fucked up too. What happened with
Yeah, I
you?
didn't even get into last night though. I had
Oh, you-
250 milligrams of fucking edibles and had it was up
Oh.
till 6 o'clock in the morning watching the Ryder Cup.
Like that was your chance to say that when B was like, "Why are you foaming at the mouth?" There you go. There's the reason.
Is that the reason? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure
It
that has
might
something
be.
to do with it.
It might be.
You're dehydrated for days.
So I'm on about 2 hours sleep. I asked to push us back an hour or two, and I got shot down because I had a bad night and I was trying to get some extra sleep. And it just, thank God you told me no.
Yeah, what Chick's talking about is before the podcast, we got a text. We were going to start at a certain time. Can we start an hour later instead? We're like, no. We have Chris Maraboli coming in here
What are
at
you doing
12.
with that extra hour?
Sleeping.
You don't look any better now than you did an hour ago.
I know, but I
'Cause you
still
didn't get
on
to
less
sleep.
sleep. I didn't. Thank you.
Yeah.
You guys eat edibles? Who else eats edibles? here?
I had an experience with edibles.
What happened?
I ate I'd been getting like this consistent type, so I had like the dosage figured out what was good for me, and then I got a new type that was a lot stronger, and I took too much, so I don't like doing it again.
So it was a bad experience.
It was like yeah.
Is it one of those experiences where, like, I did mushrooms once, like a long time ago, and I didn't like the way they were making me feel and think. I was already having a bad day. It was
Yeah.
not a good
It was that
situation.
I was in a bad mood,
Right.
and like the way that I was like having to be super introspective and stuff. I just didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I started.
And I see shit. Like I hallucinate with edibles.
Oh,
Get outta
no.
here.
Yeah,
Really?
dude. Like I see,
don't
like
know.
I have crazy dreams.
I
and
don't
shit.
know.
I
Yeah.
never
It's
hallucinated.
fucking nuts.
They didn't affect me forever, and that's why I took so much at that softball game. And then I played a game of softball, and I was I was high as a fucking kite and annihilated at this game. And that's when I offended the 14-year-old, and I felt great though. I'm gonna be honest with you, I felt great.
Yeah.
And then I ate him last night, and I didn't get any sleep. I was watching the Ryder Cup. Go USA, baby! And yeah, I feel like death today. And usually, it's the only thing that will ever make me feel hungover when it comes to pot.
well,
The what? The edibles?
Is having that much edibles and smoking.
Now let me get this straight. You watched the Ryder Cup?
the Ryder Cup.
Okay.
Why you say it's in France, so it starts at 2 in the morning right now.
All right. Yep. That's
Before you think I'm crazy,
Oh no.
I watched it till about
Why would
6.
I think you're crazy? Oh,
and
did
then and then I fell asleep barely.
you? The edibles keep you up?
I could man through everything with that. That's all right. I was shot and tired, but I wanted to watch that.
See, I got this text this morning from Chick, and he's like, "Can we push it back?" And I looked at it. I was like, "Wow." I slept in a college dorm last night. I did a show at the Webb Institute. It's like this really cool place. It's in a mansion all the way on the North Shore. Only 100 students in the whole place.
Sounds like a school full of yuppie assholes.
Yeah, they're all gonna make a lot more money than anybody in here.
Yeah, I know. That doesn't take much to make more money than me.
They're naval engineers or something like that.
That 15-year-old kid you pissed off probably makes more money than you.
Yeah, he probably, his allowance
right.
probably
Yeah,
more
but
than
he's got something in the works
Oh
though.
God!
So.
Yes, he does have something.
You
in
know
the
what?
works.
Fuck you, I do. I
Okay.
think I'm lying.
I don't think you're lying.
Yeah, you did. You said you've been saying that for 3 weeks.
Well, we can go
Oh,
back.
That was
We
last
can go
podcast.
back to the tapes.
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
We will.
You'll forget.
I probably will.
Uh-huh.
Because this happens in 2 weeks.
So anyway, this place was like up this windy hill in the dark, and we had a great show, bunch of like great lineup of comics, and we ended up just drinking with these kids after the show. Some people were smoking, some people were drinking.
You were doing both?
No, I didn't. They all came up to us like after the show, and they're like, "You guys want to smoke?" And they were just being very hospitable. So
And
one
you
drink
turned
led
them
to
down?
another. No, some people didn't. I personally didn't smoke. I'm not a smoker.
Pussy.
So I started drinking one drink after another, and these kids were just like, we got pretty messed up with them. Bottom line, I woke up this morning next to a science lab in some little room, in this dorm room. So when you said you were gonna have trouble today, I was like, well, you don't know what I've gone through last night.
But what did you go through?
I woke up in a
No,
dorm
but what I'm
room.
saying, what happened that led you to fall asleep next to, like, what'd you do? Was there anybody involved?
Oh no, come on, dude. They're kids. They're little kids.
They're in college, ain't that little?
Oh, they're not for me.
You're a creep.
I'm not a creep. I got morals.
Probably woke up with a test tube in his ass.
From the science lab.
From the science lab. It was very
Funny.
weird.
Anyway,
That's cool, though.
Yeah,
Sounds like a good gig.
it was alright. What's happening here?
we're waiting for you to
I
tell
don't know.
more of that story.
It kind of fell
No, there
flat.
isn't much
It
story.
kind of.
That's what I was saying. I thought that's trying to get that out of him. Like, oh, what happened?
Oh no,
What
I was just.
Did
That's
you wake up next to some fucking naked chick or what?
No. There's no story. That was why I'm so messed up this morning myself. That's you had edibles and I passed out in the dorm room. I don't know. What the fuck is happening here?
Tails has got a weird look
Yeah,
on
what is
his
it?
face.
What are you doing?
He's kind of creeping me out.
Contemplating something.
I'm just gonna sit back and watch you guys talk.
Call back to the last episode, by the way. The shower. Did we talk about that on the podcast?
The shower baths.
The shower baths, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got the perfect setup
That's why he bought
for
his
the
apartment.
shower bath, dude.
Yeah, baby. I set it up like that.
You sure did.
Yeah, so that's it. You guys got banged up, and the
Yeah.
two of you were
We're not feeling well today.
not feeling well.
I'm
Now, Taylor, you're totally clean, right?
Yeah, I don't drink. I don't do
All right.
anything. I'm sober.
What is like your typical Friday night then?
Let's see. Last night I ate 7 slices of pizza.
Big fan of pizza.
Okay, yeah.
Half it
fucking
was
Gavone.
sausage and pepperoni on those babies. Almost ate the whole pie.
Oh,
What type
man.
of pizza was
Okay.
this?
I played Rock
Is it
Band
Domino's?
until 2 a.m.
Nice.
Was it Rock Band?
Basically, I do everything that a stoned person would do,
But
except
without
I
the
don't do
weed.
any drugs and I don't
Yeah.
drink. But the stuff I do is like stuff that stoned people do. Like I play music, I draw, I do art, I watch movies, or I play video games and eat. I eat like somebody with the munchies.
Damn, man.
But that's it.
No, that sounds awesome.
I don't go out
actually.
much. I stay
Yeah.
in. I stay in my apartment. I don't leave. I'm sort of a hermit,
Yeah.
Hermit.
right? I don't do.
I'm
don't
kind of a
go out.
hermit too. Last night was a real weird night for me. I don't normally go out a lot, and I went out, and it was a great time. We had a lot of fun.
I feel like you've been looking to go out more though.
Yeah, why not? I'm trying to look, do shit.
You gotta find.
You know what's funny? I was the most underdressed person there. Everybody's wearing button downs. It was a nice place with some like a generally I don't want to say old crowd, but older crowd. It wasn't like young. It was probably 30 and older at least.
Okay.
And I was in a hoodie and a backwards, my Notre Dame hoodie and my backwards hat. This one,
The same one you're wearing
jeans.
today.
Yeah, no, not that hoodie though. A different hoodie. And yeah, everybody else was wearing collared shirts, and we were looking at all these chicks, and all like, all my friends are married, and they're all like, oh, you should go talk. I'm like, I don't fucking talking to any of these broads.
All right.
Already.
I don't know.
That settles that.
I'm just gonna sit back and let Chick talk the whole episode.
What? I don't have much else.
I know this is just entertaining for me, and probably for no one else, because I'm just sitting here thinking, what the fuck is he talking about?
I don't even know.
What the fuck
know
is
what's
he
happening.
talking about right now? Anyway, so Chris was telling us on the last episode. Let's get off of that.
Next.
Yeah, hit us through the next. Chris was telling us on the last episode about this podcast he does with a doctor. What's the name of the podcast again?
Yeah, it's called Breaking It Down.
Breaking It Down. And the doctor, you said it's with a doctor?
Yeah, her name is Dr. Sherry Walken.
Dr.
She's,
Sherry Walken.
You guys like
Type of
UFC
doctor.
fans?
I used to, and then it got too big. I can't. Just too much going on now.
So like everything else, Chick hates it.
I don't hate it. There's just too many people, too many weight classes. You don't know who the fuck anybody is anymore.
It's not because you don't watch it anymore.
No, but even people I
agree
know
with you
who
on that.
watch it.
I don't like Conor
I'm
McGregor
not.
at all.
A lot of people even told me there's just too many different things going on.
They
But
have
anyway,
events, like,
it's still
every
got
week.
some cool stuff
But
to
anyway,
it. I mean,
she's one of the the Octagon doctors.
all the cut guys,
in the
all the cut
UFC.
women.
No.
She's a cut guy.
No, she's like when the dude gets knocked out, the doctors rush into the ring and help them. She's like one of those doctors. And so she does that. And she's also a professor at a school. So
What school? Can we say what school she teaches at? No, you don't want to?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. How'd you two link up?
We met through another podcast that I produce called MMA and Beyond. And she was a guest on it. And she wanted her own podcast. So initially it was just going to be her, and then she wanted me to like kind of bounce stuff off of to kind of help break it down a little bit. So I'm like her comedian counterpart. But like this week, it's ironic we talk about being banged up. We did an episode about sleep. You're
breathing
a lot.
into the fucking mic again. Dude, it's always the second episode with him.
The second episode turns into a
He's the
nightmare.
worst. All right, go ahead, Chris.
We did an episode about sleep, and we dove into how important sleep is and like how you can see.
What am I doing?
You don't hear that in your headphones?
I don't.
Like he stuffed the microphone in his pants or something.
He took it away from his mouth because he realized he was doing this. And then when we said, take the mic away, he goes, okay. And then all we hear is this. Because he's like hiding it between his legs so he doesn't accidentally breathe into it, I guess.
I'm gonna keep it right here.
Okay. Good job.
Oh, wow. This is like, what, 10 episodes in a row where this has been a fucking thing?
It's like a segment of the show at this
It's
point.
become a
episode
part.
are you
I
guys
mean, it's a
on?
part of the show where
Yeah.
Chick breathes into the mic and fucking makes some noises.
Now I'm talking and it's not even near me. See, I gotta.
Yeah, you're doing that
He
before
can't
too.
do
I didn't
both. He's got to.
No.
It's.
All right. Anyway, sorry for
mic
the
locations.
distraction.
No
This is
worries.
very distracting and very unprofessional. How do you expect our podcast careers to go
Yes.
anywhere with behavior like this? This is unprofessional.
Yeah.
You shouldn't point it out on the air.
All right, Chris. Sorry for that. Go
No,
ahead.
this is great. This leads into what I was talking about, though. How important sleep is, because if you don't get to fucking sleep, this is what's gonna happen.
Wow,
This couch over here.
This couch is not playing to
is
win.
proof to the whole
I'm not
world.
playing like a champion today. I'm podcasting like a loser today.
That's a great Notre Dame reference.
You know what?
I got it.
Why don't you take a nap and the three of us will do the podcast?
Can I nap with him?
I'll
Yeah,
just
the
sit
two
here
of you.
weekend
It'll just be
at
me and
Bernie's.
Chris. B and Chick, you guys. There's a blanket
Oh,
right
they're
behind you.
cuddling.
All right. Good night, guys. All right, Chris, go ahead.
That's we take she takes like really in-depth sciencey stuff and kind of makes it accessible to people like me who wouldn't understand it otherwise. So
Oh, that's cool.
All right.
How many episodes? What do you guys do? Like once a week, once a month, once
we're
every
doing
other
2 a week. We just had our 3rd episode. We record the 4th one tomorrow.
Brand new
week?
show.
Oh, it just started.
Brand new show.
You're on
just started.
iTunes.
iTunes, Stitcher, I think, and Google Play. And we have video on YouTube. You
How
can
long-
watch it too.
Cool. How long are the episodes?
10 minutes, 15 minutes tops.
Oh, it's a short,
Yeah,
like
we want to make
informational
it
thing.
informational, quick bites.
Okay.
Yeah, this way it's not, because who wants to listen to, realistically, like no one wants to listen to an hour lecture about sleep. So we try to make it funny.
Yeah.
It's informational, but it's not too informational, and it's 10, 15 minutes long so that you can just, because if you have a podcast that's too long, you're competing with like Joe Rogan. for people's time.
True.
So,
Are you telling us that we're too long?
Yes. no, this show's
I
great.
always thought that we were too long.
This show's great.
No.
I said we should do 45 minutes.
Nah, an hour.
B
hour's
said.
worth.
Nah,
Fuck
an
that.
hour.
We got-
is
we'll
worth
take
it.
over Joe
Fucking
Rogan.
Hour
Fuck
and a
him.
half. You need to push
No,
it
not an
further.
hour and a half. An
No,
hour.
An
I think
hour is
good.
perfect. And you guys are a comedy podcast, so it's different. So you can listen to it for a longer
And
time.
Joe Rogan's a shitty comic.
Easy.
Yeah, I disagree.
He's good at podcasts. He's not a funny comic.
Some of it.
just
Have you seen
yells.
it? His newer specials. are
I
better.
got.
He just
I like
yells.
his thought process.
I
That's
don't
what I
mind
like
his thought
about his
process.
comedy.
I just don't like his
I
delivery.
do like
he
it.
yells, and he's just like,
He's not.
I'm
he's
not a
not
great
as like.
Chick, who's your favorite comedian?
Mitch Hedberg. Rest in peace.
He's a good
All right,
comedian.
yeah,
I
that's,
like him.
that's solid.
Yeah, you thought I was going to say somebody stupid?
Was just curious because you're fucking such a hater about
No,
Joe
I'm not a
Rogan.
hater. I think Joe Rogan has a great podcast. He's an amazing.
I don't think you understand what a
analyst.
hater is because you are the epitome of what a hater
No,
is.
not liking something does not mean you're a hater.
That's a
I think
hater. You
no,
are
it's
a
not.
hater
So
by
you're not allowed to
definition.
not like something.
That's your. Not only do you not like it, but you verbally express your discontent for it on a
Yeah.
frequent basis. That is you
How often
about
do I-
everything.
No.
Yes, you're a hater.
No. I just, if I don't like
Chick,
something, I tell you.
known hater.
You're a hater. Everybody knows you're a
People
hater.
think I am. I don't
No.
agree with that.
That's because you're in denial about
I
what
hate
you
the
really
idea
are.
that they think I'm a
You're a
hater.
fucking hater,
No
dude.
way.
You're hating on being a hater.
I said he's great at this and that, but I don't think his comedy is good. That's a
fair.
hater.
His
No, it's, I
comedy-
don't like
Still
his
a
comedy.
hater.
He's not like laugh out loud.
So you have to
funny.
like everything,
All
or
the
else you're a
time.
hater.
I think you literally said I fucking hate him. Didn't you say
I
that?
said I hate his comedy.
That's a hater.
Not a hater. I don't like his
That's a hate.
comedy.
P, who's your favorite comic?
Hey, me. On my own.
Oh, you're over here.
I'm a little offended that you didn't say I'm your favorite. That's all right.
But he's a fucking hater. What do you expect?
You're a hater.
Yeah, I'm a hater, bro.
He's a hater.
I'm such a hater.
Got him out of that one.
I don't like something. You gotta like everything, or you're a hater.
You don't like anything though. That's the
I
problem.
like a lot of things. I think his podcast is excellent. I think his when he does the announcing for the UFC is excellent. He does hosting and is great. He's just, I don't think his comedy is funny.
No, that's fair.
That's all right. Yeah, that's fair enough.
That's fair. There's plenty of comics I don't think are
He
funny.
does a lot of things
Alright,
well.
yeah.
He's not a good comic, in my opinion.
I mean, all
right, we'll give you
can't-
that.
All right, well, whatever.
We'll give you that.
Not everybody's comedy
yeah,
for
and
everybody.
it's a style thing, too.
I agree too. I don't
Yeah.
think I don't love his
I don't
comedy.
think he's laugh
I'm on the
out loud
same.
funny. Yeah.
I'm on the same page as you.
I'm with you on
If he went up there and lectured for 45 minutes or an hour, it would be better and more interesting, in my opinion, than him trying to do comedy.
See, that's how I view his comedy.
Exactly.
Though, is
He's
that
more of like an intellectual.
It's like an intellectual where he throws a joke in every once in a
Yeah,
while.
but if you're going to do a comedy show, I don't like. I'm there to fucking laugh.
That's fair. That's fair. That's
We're here to
interesting.
laugh here.
We're
too.
here to laugh here. Here to laugh here.
We're here to have opinions.
Here to have opinions. You guys want to have opinions?
Yeah.
fucking hate him.
I fucking hate opinions.
We'll fucking take him down.
Yeah.
I wish there was a hate count on this episode
Oh God.
There should be.
because I wish I could go back and remember that there was at least three
But
things.
we have to
Chick said
define
he
what
hated.
hate is first.
What did he hate? We stopped the podcast multiple times.
Yes, because there's a lot
What
of
was
things
it
I
for?
hate.
You hate. What the hell was it? In the last episode, we stopped twice. It was something that you mentioned, and he hated
Oh,
it.
it was
Whatever.
Yeah,
It's lost.
Doesn't matter.
All right, so Chris does that
the
podcast.
soda cans tops.
Soda cans, yeah.
Oh, that's a good thing to hate.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, exactly. There's just things I don't like. But anyway,
Yeah,
let's go.
yeah.
Let's continue. Let's move on.
anyway.
Next.
Oh, it's so unprofessional, Chick.
Yeah.
Chris,
Fucking dick.
what else goes on? Are you doing that on purpose now?
He was definitely doing that on purpose.
Jesus Christ.
I feel the listeners just dropping
Leaving.
off.
I'm gonna be honest. Lately, I haven't been. I think this might be my last episode.
I could feel it in you.
I don't think I can do this anymore.
I could feel it in you.
I think I'm done.
He looks like it today.
Yeah, you do.
I
think you have too much on your plate today. Maybe we shouldn't have done this.
I don't think
today.
it's about today. I think it's more about.
Oh, this is really uncomfortable for the guest here.
I think it's just about. I don't have the passion for it anymore.
Listen, I mean,
Once
if you guys are looking
it's
for
over.
a new co-host,
Hey,
This is why I asked Chris to be on this show. Chris does podcasts.
Yeah.
I hate
Chick, don't you want to be on Chris's podcast?
I've already been on his podcast. I'll be on anybody's podcast,
Yeah.
but if this is real, I'm gonna smack you. Doing this on the air like this.
this is aggressive.
We're gonna cut this fucking episode real short.
I guess we'll see next week.
He's so serious too. That's the sad thing.
I know.
He's like checked out.
Oh, he's been checked out over there. Episode. I know. We
Fucking
know. We can
typical.
tell.
He always yells at
He
me.
got these colored wires trying to get himself into it.
They're Jamaica colored.
I like him, man.
Can we
I
just
like
make
him.
this a 15-minute podcast about how fucked up we were now?
What?
Nah, let's
What
keep-
are you?
keep
What
rolling.
is?
Hey, never mind.
Let's keep it rolling. You guys get the morale going up.
Yeah. So, what were we talking about with Chris again?
What?
I have no
All right, let me ask
fucking
you. You guys
idea.
into like
Guys, we have a guest. Somebody asked him
Brendan
some
shits
fucking
on me all
questions.
the time for this. Are you guys into like wellness fads?
Oh God.
Do you go through?
yeah. We're big wellness fans.
No, I'm wondering.
I don't give a
Taylor
fuck
looks like
about
he
wellness.
might be into that.
You see that piece?
He's talking about meditation.
You see that
all that
piece?
shit.
Yeah, maybe Taylor does.
Yeah, he's not even here.
I
He
should.
just threw in the fucking towel in life right in the middle of this episode.
He fucking quit.
He just quit.
He just quit right on air.
That's all right.
I was just about to respond and say I'm not well and I should be into wellness, but no, I'm not into that stuff.
All right.
Why? What do you do? You're
He
into.
loves kombucha.
I love kombucha.
Gross.
I like getting my sleep.
You know, kombucha is that's a fermented drink.
Yeah, it's
and it has a
fermented
it has a slight alcohol content to it.
Yeah, it's like not enough for like a kid could buy it. Still, it's not enough for you to get like ID'd for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it has like a slight amount in it.
I know there was certain situations where at first, when it first come out, it was not as, it wasn't really being looked at because of what you just said. It was a low content, so they weren't like testing it like on the regular. But apparently, certain batches were coming out that had higher alcohol content.
Yeah, it's a real problem. And like, since it's such a low alcohol content, like you can have it throughout your day and not have to worry about driving and all that. But if it's not kept well, like if it's not kept refrigerated, the fermentation process will continue in the jar.
You can get drunk off this stuff.
If it's not handled well,
Right.
it'll continue to ferment and
Yeah.
then become like a beer. So you won't
Really?
get drunk.
Yeah.
But it'll be like, oh, I just drank a beer, which is a problem, and it needs to be handled better in some situations. You buy like certain brands, and you get to know which ones are.
Right. It just looks gross. Like, have you ever like looked at it? The bottom of it.
Well, the floaty stuff in there.
Ugh.
It's
That's
called-
the yeast,
it's called
isn't
the
it?
SCOBY.
Oh, was
What?
that SCOBY?
What
Yeah.
does it do though? Why are you drinking it?
It's probiotics. It's natural probiotics.
It's
Explain
good
what-
for you.
Yeah, it's good for
basically.
your gut.
Pro.
This is all
like
news to
pro
me.
is a good thing.
Probiotics.
Biotics. Bio. Pro. It's good for your bio, like your
It's good for your
biology.
Yeah, it's
and
good for your biotics.
It's good for your guts.
Yeah. for your guts.
probiotics. And icks is like, a bunch of little icks in there. So
Right.
Yeah, you know what?
probiotics.
I've never heard it explained better than that.
Yeah.
Have me on the podcast.
Yeah.
I'll break it down.
He's looking for a new one.
Looking for a new one.
That would be a good podcast where you just talk random nonsense about things
Oh, yeah.
and basically spread misinformation. Pro is good.
But you have to do it in like a heavy Brooklyn accent. You go like, pro is good, right?
To me, it's good, but
Bio like biology.
You do
and
what you want to
icks.
do with it.
yeah.
I gave you the information. You do what you want to do. You guys do impressions on this?
No,
You could.
You do
No,
it.
We
do you-
don't
do you
do
have
impressions
good
that are
impressions?
good.
We only do an impression of Chick.
Yeah, that's all
you
we
have
do.
Yeah, fuck, I hate everything.
Oh, God.
There you go. Taylor, don't leave the show.
You're gonna do this now in front of everybody. I'm gonna smack you. Yeah, that's about as far as we go. I have some questions for you guys. I had 2 instances this week, tipping instances. I never know what to tip people.
I don't understand that either.
Why don't you understand?
I don't
that?
understand
You don't
you.
even know what I'm saying. Why don't you understand it?
What do you mean I don't know what you're saying?
All right. So my first one was I had to get a windshield replaced.
I wasn't done talking about wellness.
Oh,
Are you switching already?
it sounded
you
like
want
we
to
were
talk more about
All
wellness?
right, I had kind of Kumbacha story.
I didn't know.
I didn't know we were ready.
Go, tell us more about
Nah,
Kumbacha.
He thought you quit, I guess. He didn't think you were going to have any more stories.
I think we're done with Kumbacha now.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about Kumbacha. How much can we talk about
There's
Kumbacha?
only so much you can talk about.
I had an anecdote.
Go.
No, it's too late.
No, let's hear it.
You're turning into chicken this episode.
Yeah, man.
Are you flipping this?
You see how it feels, chick?
Maybe Taylor's giving me a taste of my own medicine to tell me why he's quitting.
Well, because you know that I don't drink. That's what I was leading into. Is that I didn't even know that there was an alcohol content in it. I was sick one day, and somebody told me how good it was and how it's healthy for you. So I walked all the way to the nearest health food store, and this was before it. Now it's available on Whole Foods.
You can get it anywhere
You can get
now,
it
yeah.
anywhere. I think they have it 7-Eleven
Yeah.
even and
Yeah,
shit like
some of
that.
them
It's
will have
become
that.
really mainstream, and that's why they've been more safer about testing more batches and making sure that
it's more
not gonna-
reliable now.
Yeah, it is. But I got it a while ago, and I
Walk up to
opened
that
it up.
organic store there.
Yeah, there's one down the
Yeah,
block
yeah.
for me. And I stayed home sick that day, and one of my cousins said, "Yeah, drink the tea." So I opened it up, and it smelled funny. And I hadn't drank in a while, and it didn't dawn on me until I took a sip. But I could actually taste, I tasted
Really?
it, and it didn't hit me. I just heard Kumbacha, and my cousin's like, "Get the Kumbacha. It's so good. You're gonna feel better. It's healthy." And I got it. And I could tell. I looked at the bottle. It's fermented. And then I see the alcohol content, and I had a mini panic attack. And I bought like 12 of these things, but I hadn't been sober for that long. I'd only been sober for about like 4 or 5 months. So I panicked, and I threw every single one of them in the trash.
Yeah.
And but then I went and did some research, and it's it's not going to make somebody get drunk. You'd have to drink
Relapse,
like
right?
50 of them
You'd have to drink like
even
50
catch a
of them.
buzz on a normal day, right?
Yeah, unless you do occasionally get one where you're like, that wasn't. And they do sell alcoholic ones too. One of the brands, something like in the way they're fermented, they can't keep it below a certain percent. So some of them are like the equivalent of a beer.
Cool.
But they are like they're
It's good
marked.
for people that want to get
Yeah, they're marked that
a
way.
little buzz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Want to get a
That's
healthy
weird.
buzz
A healthy
on.
buzz. A
You
healthy
get
buzz
yourself a
going. Yeah.
kombucha tea that's been sitting out for a few days.
Yeah.
That probably never crossed my mind.
It's aged.
gross.
It's aged like a perfect piece of Velveeta that's been left out.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Green. So you got a windshield replaced? Is this because that crack you had in there?
Yes.
Good, just driving.
So
crazy.
I got it fixed.
wait, we have to start over the story because I missed. What is that's the beginning of it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Basically, I got a windshield. I need to get my windshield done. So they come right to my job and they switch it out. So my thing is, do you tip a guy like that? Does that guy need a tip?
You don't have to, but you can. I'd throw
Yeah,
$5.
And how
a few
much?
bucks.
$5,
You throw him
$10.
$5?
Yeah.
$5,
Okay.
the least.
That's what I did.
Maybe 10 if you're feeling froggy.
That same day, I lost my wallet. It was gone. I couldn't find it anywhere. I went home. I canceled all my credit cards, did all that stuff. And the next day, I go into work, and there's a store not too in the same area where I am, a cleaners, and they had my wallet. So, do I tip that guy?
No, you don't have to.
You don't
That's
have
what I
to.
thought.
It's one of those things. Depends on
Yeah,
you.
I mean, it really does depend on you.
It's not. That's not a bad situation if you don't. You should give him
lost
$20.
the wallet in the store, and the store owner found it
And he found it outside.
outside of the store.
Outside of the store. And
That's just good for business.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
he kept the wallet around. His patrons are coming. I mean, imagine how many people lose shit inside or outside of his store. And what if he was just there collecting it and stealing it? Well, he's going to get a Yelp review one day.
I feel like I should have tipped this guy.
Like, I left something in the store. I know
Then
that
if you
fucker took
felt
it.
like it,
I'm not
you
going back.
should've.
No, you don't have to tip him. That's a
You don't
reward.
have
Also,
to.
there was $40 in there,
That's the thing. If you got,
and he left all the money. He
Yeah,
didn't take
Like,
any
give him
money.
$20.
that's what I would do. I'd give him like, hey, thanks for not jacking my shit.
But I didn't want to do the move where I opened up my wallet in front of him and like check it. So I was like, oh, thank you so much, and I put it in my pocket, and then I realized that he didn't take. I just
What
figured
else
he
was
gonna
in the
take
wallet? Because he probably was like, he was like, oh, nice, a wallet. This broke fuck's only got
Yeah.
$40. I
Yeah.
might as well just give it back to him.
I had
it
40
was
bucks.
like
Just
there
my
was
credit
like
cards and
five
shit.
$100 bills in there. You
Yeah.
might not have gotten it
I
back.
wouldn't
If a guy got my wallet and he had all the credit cards in there and tried to use them, I'd be like, ha ha, have fun.
Hey, what's he got in here? There's a couple 20s and a rusty fucking condom. From like a
Rusty condom.
rusty condom,
God.
crusty little fucking wrapper condom.
I had a friend that had a condom in his wallet from freshman year of high school.
That's like the high
till
school
the day
thing
he
to do.
graduated college.
Yeah.
It was the same one.
That's so weird. I've never gotten that.
Oh my god.
Can we air him out?
No. Why? Well, you want to know his
I
name?
was just curious who it was.
You wouldn't even know him.
Oh, all right.
He's
then,
not.
never mind.
He moved away a while ago.
He's from a different town.
Yeah, he's from a different town, right? But yeah, people used to carry the little condoms in the wallet all the time.
Yeah,
I always
right.
did to be cool. Never had to use them, but
Nah, has that ever worked in like the history of ever?
I don't know. I'm sure it's worked for some studs.
Maybe.
Not me. Not me, friends.
That was always the thing. It was like in high school. You get one, you keep it in your wallet.
Keep it in
'cause,
there.
you know,
Just in
for,
case.
just for that day.
You
And
never
if
know.
In case.
Somebody goes to pull your V card and you don't have a condom in there, then you're screwed.
That would be devastating.
yeah, you know,
Yeah.
especially. I mean, I probably
Unless
would
you're
do
a
it
good
anyway.
salesman, you could talk yourself into it anyway, yeah.
Sell the sizzle.
Yeah, you're a good salesman.
Sell the sizzle, baby.
Yeah, that's not a hard sell.
Sizzle.
It's better, so it's not a tough sell.
So that was it. You wanted to ask us about tipping the guy?
Yeah,
was there
because
another?
I'm just I never know what to do with tipping.
Yeah,
Like
it
what
sounds-
else? What else with tipping is an issue for you?
Everything I have to go to.
20%.
Like not at a restaurant.
20%.
It's
You do not tip 20%.
swear to God I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
at a
for you.
restaurant. Like I always tip there. No problem there.
And when you win any pools and stuff and like fantasy and things like that, you tip 10%.
yeah, I'll do that. But I'm saying like weird stuff, like when you get your windshield, not everyday stuff.
Like when a homeless guy wipes your windshield down,
Yeah,
how much do you
that
tip
I don't
him?
tip. I don't tip him.
So
at all.
valet, you
that.
could do anywhere from $2-3 to $5 if you're really loaded. Or some people give tons of money.
5
Yeah.
if you're
But like
crazy.
usually at a fucking valet, I give them $2-3.
Yeah.
But valet, I don't know.
Like somebody who does something like that, maybe you want to. It depends on how much work it is. If you see he's busting his ass, maybe give him $20. It's up to you. It depends on how much. I mean, if you don't have it to give, you don't give it.
All right.
The guy's doing his
Yeah,
job.
I think it's up to you. It's up to like them too. Like if the guy shows up to fix your windshield and he's like, "Oh, you fucking broke your windshield. I can't believe I have to be out here."
Nah.
Some
I-
of those
I
guys are
probably-
making pretty good money, and their money's not based on tips. Like
Yeah.
a waiter
Well,
and a waitress, their
I
income
know.
is based
Well,
on tips.
that's what I guess that's what I'm going after. The people that aren't their job isn't based off tips. You know,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just
that's
never know
on
what
you.
to
It
tip.
depends. If the guy's an asshole, you don't give him anything.
Yeah,
Tell him to
exactly.
fuck off.
For me, it's like, hey, if you're nice, if you show up and you're super nice, like, of course.
All right.
Yeah, that's how I think.
Not something you should be worried about. I'll tell you that.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. There's not much else to talk about. So,
But Chick had a good question
what?
about the future.
Oh
or something like
yeah,
that.
that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
future. So I'm watching this show on Hulu, 11/22/63 with James Franco. It's a Stephen King. I don't know if it was a book, but it's whatever. And basically, he goes back in time to try and stop the JFK assassination.
Okay.
And I was talking to a friend of mine, and I asked him, "When if you could go back, what would you do? Well, where would you go, or what would you do?" And I was curious to hear your guys' answers to that. And it could be anything. You could change something. You could do something for yourself. You could do anything.
Somebody asked me this last week, and I was wondering the conditions of that situation. Now, if you could go back, right, is what you're asking. Is this you go back for a week, and it doesn't matter what happens, you come back, or you go back and you're
Yeah.
stuck there forever?
No. You go back. You come right back. You can go to.
Okay.
You can go to multiple
Can you die if you go
places.
back?
No, it depends.
You can't die.
What if you get hit by a truck?
Your normal lifespan starts from when you go back to your normal time, like when you come back to present. That's
So it's like you're taking a trip.
Yeah, exactly. But you could go back to any time and do something. There's something you could accomplish.
I would do the sports almanac, Back to the
That's a
Future
good-
movie.
You're so unoriginal. You would pick something else
Yes,
to
because
do
it- because
that's
it
already
worked.
been done.
It's a good idea.
because it worked.
But
Sometimes
that's
the
such a
best
selfish
ideas.
thing. It's all you want to do is get money for yourself and nothing. You don't want to change anything in history.
I tip a lot more people.
But did you ever
Dude,
think
went
there could
back
be
and
like a
let that guy
butterfly?
tip.
But you
Like this
can't,
whole
like-
thing was pretty interesting because you could change something in history that could diversely affect a bunch of things, like a butterfly effect.
Yeah. The thing with that though is like I think Bill Burr had a joke about it, or somebody had a joke about it. They're saying like everyone assumes you could just go back in time and like kill Hitler, like as if there weren't already a ton of people trying to kill Hitler at
just
the
because you
time.
kill. That's what's good about this show too. At the end, you'll realize. I don't want to blow it for anybody who may want to watch it, but it almost like when you change something, other things that you don't think of or predictable are going to happen now.
Right.
Or wouldn't have happened or may, and everybody's lives are going to be completely different. Just because
Right.
you may stop one bad thing from happening doesn't mean that now another bad thing may not happen instead.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
because of it.
Right.
So, but anyway,
I think I'd
not
go back to
getting
the
too
beginning of
deep,
this
what would you
podcast
do?
and not start it.
My thing.
Like 29 episodes or like
No,
40 minutes ago?
just this one.
Just
Just
He
this.
goes 29 episodes ago. Taylor really fucking threw in the towel on this thing.
Oh God.
He checked out. Taylor's regretting this whole entire time with us.
all from one question. That's
Yeah.
where his head goes.
No,
That's it.
I didn't. But I would. I don't know where you guys go. I asked you guys. You only got one answer.
I'd probably invest in a couple things, and I don't know.
You guys are so selfish.
Like it's
What would you do, Chick?
What would you do? Like the world is what it is today. Like what
Well,
would
I
you
wouldn't.
want to
But I
change?
actually said I wouldn't want to change anything or do anything. I just want to be a ghost and witness, like the Lindbergh kidnapping and the O.J.
Wait,
murders
and
and,
you-
what
JFK
part-
assassinations.
What part of the
Can you be
thing
a
allows you to
ghost
be a
or, like,
ghost?
yeah.
Where did that
I
come
said
from?
you could change things. You don't have to change things. You can do whatever
yeah,
you
but
want.
you might not
Talk
change
into the
something. But
fucking
if
mic. Jesus
My
Christ.
hand's been right here.
We've been doing this for fucking 29 weeks. You still can't talk into a fucking mic? Jesus Christ. Go.
Go.
Anyway,
Wait, so hold on. You're saying you can go back and be a ghost in history, and what you want to witness is the OJ murders?
I just want to see things that people don't know for sure. I want to like mysteries. I wouldn't want to
okay.
see what happened.
And then what would you do with all that information?
Nothing. I just want to know it for myself.
Okay. That's interesting.
That
I
is
would like to
interesting.
see all that.
I don't want to change history. I just want to witness things.
So you just want to watch people get murdered?
No, I'm just using those for two big examples. But like, there's other things I would like to see.
Like what?
I'd like to see dinosaurs. I'd like to be at the '86 Mets World Series. A lot of things.
Okay. All right. Like to see dinosaurs and 86 Mets.
Chick, I got another question. What do you want to be when you get older?
I want to be a fireman.
We're talking about going back in time and seeing things, bro. You guys aren't using your minds enough. I want to just go back and use the almanac, something to, come on.
Yeah, because I could use some more money. I would only bet on like small things.
Oh God! If you're gonna do it, at least do it big.
Well, I did this scenario with somebody last week, and but our one condition was you wouldn't die. You could go back and you won't die. You'll come back to where you left. So it's like right now, boom, I go back and I get to experience something for a week, and then boom, I'm right back here no matter what. Almost like it's a dream state thing.
Yeah.
Or as Chick likes to say, you could go back and just be a ghost and watch stuff
Yeah,
as
I
a
think that'd be
ghost.
so cool. Like, I'd love to experience, like, what it was like living in the Soviet Union or something like that. Like, to really get an idea historically.
What a whack job.
No, like that, or like I'd
No,
like
I agree with him,
to
though, and things like
experience
that.
what it was like to be just a regular German person
Jeez.
during World War II. Like, what was it like to live in Nazi Germany if you're just a normal German person? Like, I want to
Yeah.
see, like, because there's not, when you do like historical research and stuff like that, there's not a ton of what was everyday life like. It's a lot of like, these are the big events, these are the big battles and stuff.
Yeah.
I'd love to see like what was life like in
You're right.
this place. What was it like in the 1800s, in the like pre-Civil War, during the Civil War? Like what was going on?
Crazy.
That's funny because that was my exact answer. As I told the person, I wanted to go to World War II, and I wanted to be on the front lines of. I read the book over there. I have a thing of books. I read what the hell? My apartment's just
Band
falling
of
apart around
Brothers.
us. Of course, it's chick shit just falling off, falling over there. I wanted to be on the front lines of
D-Day.
No, in Germany. What was it called? I can't remember the names of the locations. Was Carentan a name of a place, or
I'm not sure. I haven't heard of that.
there's this one scene. You ever watch the show Band of Brothers?
Yeah, no, I've seen that.
You know what? The one where they're in the snowy part of the woods, where right on the other side of the Germans, they're on the other side, and
Yeah,
they're basically camped out in foxholes.
Yeah,
that's in France, usually by the Rhine River over there, I think.
Is that what it is?
I think so. I could be. I just watched a big documentary.
Lieutenant
on-
Winters and fucking all those dudes.
Yeah.
I said that was what I would love
That's
to,
what-
because I knew I wouldn't die, would be part of it. I said I'd really love to see. Oh man, what a great story!
Yeah.
What a great show.
I haven't seen
Mike's
that
going.
show. What is that? Is that HBO?
Yeah, it's about the war in Europe in World War II.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, and then they
Yeah, it
made
was
one
great.
after that about the Pacific.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was
They
great.
made another one.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
called the Pacific.
Really, I haven't watched that.
That one was excellent.
I like the guy who plays Winters. It's
Isn't that the
same
guy from
Homeland.
The Homeland, yeah.
The guy.
Oh yeah.
No, they have a great cast. That was a great show. And then Tom
Hanks produced
did,
all those.
Yeah, and then he
Yeah.
did the Pacific.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
he also did another one, like Generation something.
Well, I watched. He did some of the narration on it. This one I watched was a Ken Burns documentary, 2 hours, 7 episodes, about World War II. And then there's one other one I'm watching now in Cold and Color. I love I'm obsessed with World War II. And
Yeah,
things
it's
like that.
super interesting.
Yeah.
Cool,
Yeah.
guys. I think that's it. We got a full episode here.
Do we?
Let's call it. Let's call it.
do
an
we
episode.
really?
Let's call it a
Bare
series.
minimum.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for listening to us for this past 29 weeks, guys.
No comment.
No comment at all. Guys, it was fun this week. I love hanging out with you.
Take us out, B.
TikTok, I think we just stopped.
Goodbye, everybody. Like and subscribe, but it won't matter.
All right, that was an interesting one.
You could have told us before.